finish your head office out right now or conference?
Actually, I called in sick today. I'm gonna.
I can't hear you. Am I supposed to?
Yes, you are supposed to hear me.
I can't hear you. Oh, maybe.
Let's see. Could you hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it's okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I think just some tech issues here. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, so you just finished your conferences or after hours? Excellent. All right. What do I want? Oh yeah. What was that? So we seem to have gotten off some kind of bad vibes here, right? And some things. And I like to, if possible, clear this up as much as possible. Because at the end of the day, we're on the same team here. Right? We're pulling on the same strings. Trying to make this course good. And I want to make you feel happy, as well as the students and everybody else. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it makes sense to say kind of what you find irritating what I'm doing and the other way around, so maybe we can find ways of dealing with this. So if you want, I can start. So one thing that that I find very irritating is that if I send you an email and you're not answering them, right? Or not, if I send questions and you're not answering. I mean, I understand that mistakes happen and all kinds of things happen, in all kinds of situations. That's just how it is.
I'm reminding you. Exercise.
For all of these kind of things, I have to think about this. But then I think it happens a couple of times that they ask
I'm reminding you.
questions.
Exercise.
Not answer. So that kind of, see, for me it's much better if you would write, I don't want to answer, or I cannot, or something, rather than just leave it out there, because then I don't know what's going on. In fact, you could also disagree with me on all levels. I'm not happy, but I can live with people disagreeing with me. But not answering, that's kind of most things that I can't. And I'm not out here to get you or anything like that, right? I mean, not at all. I just want to have good days. Sometimes I might say things more directly than others. But that's because I'm originally German, so that's we are like that. But it also means that I need to say things and then let it be. So, and that happens a couple of times. Right? I think at the very beginning when there was this thing where there was this kind of extension granted, and then of course that made me very upset. But after sometimes it's like, okay, then I'm not. But then I asked the question, what you said to the student, because I needed to know what the discussion was, so that I don't tell the student something that contradicts some things that you said. That's the worst, right? So we might disagree on a lot of things, but kind of with regard to the students, I think what we should do is they should be kind of the instructors on one side and the students on the other. And so therefore, it's very important somehow that whatever disagreements there are or something, that's not kind of brought out to the students, because then students are already complicated, so they don't need to involve. And so that's what, for me, it's important. That I say, or that I say, oh yeah, you agree to this, okay, or something. Right? But that's why I need to know. And there were a couple of emails there that they asked you specifically and you never replied. And then they sent you an email saying, don't you want to reply? They didn't reply to that. And ask him, what did you say to the student? I mean, you said, you described the general point that you were making, but that didn't really, that didn't invalidate what the student said, because you could have said both things, right? As far as I know. And, so yeah, that's kind of, if I ask you a question, then please give me an answer. And that's, I mean, because that's, see, okay, now I'm maybe talking too much because I don't want to. But the last thing is that mistakes happen. Right? And that's, in particular, if you just watch my videos, then you see I do a lot of mistakes. And it's like, okay, just have to own them and say, yes, I did something wrong. Because if you are talking, live or in conferences, office hours, a lot of things. So that's okay. But then kind of, not engaging in conversation, that's not a mistake. Right? That's kind of one does deliberately, and presumably thinks about how to react. So that's, I think, since it's not excusable, if in the same way as mishaps. Okay. Okay, that was kind of my side. Now it's your turn.
Yes, thanks, Professor Schlum, for meeting with me, and I'm really happy you were able to clarify, how you're feeling through the email, because I wasn't able to really read the clear intention of the emails. I agree that this was a good conversation to have. I just don't agree with certain value judgments you've made. I mean,
okay.
I don't agree, first of all, that not responding is a bad thing.
Okay.
I just feel a little bit emotional. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Please give me a moment.
Sure.
I'm trying to just phrase it.
If you prefer, we can also turn off the video. I think that's better.
Yeah, if possible, that'd be great. Thanks. Yeah, I prefer to do everything over email because it gives me some distance to process the emails. As without too much including value judgments, it's just been difficult in some sense because this is a course to teach logic and not a course about morality, so I don't want to impose my value judgments upon yours. But I don't agree with some of them. Like I said, one is the comments about not responding, being disrespectful. I think personally for me, it's a sign of respect, especially after a conflict, to wait a bit before responding. That's why I haven't been engaging, because I think that's just my personal approach, is to show respect through non-engagement. So it wasn't to avoid your questions, and I think another thing was some accusations that we weren't, as TAs, contributing to team spirit. I don't agree with that. I agree that maybe we weren't doing our jobs fully, but that's because most of us are new. So I just didn't want to, impose my value judgment on what I thought was happening. And also just reading your email in response to the students extension, I wasn't sure what you meant when you said the whole situation was a mess. So I decided to not respond for a bit because I needed some time to I need some time to think and to also show you that I wasn't just rashly responding to you, and I was thinking things through, taking your words seriously. So yeah, it's just I think some of your value judgments have been clashing, and since I'm just my goal as well is to help you as much as I can. I really like to I really like to teach and I love to help out and contributing to a team. So we're the same on that. It's just I think there are certain value judgments that we don't agree on and they clash, unfortunately. So that is the reason for the possible stunted communication. It's not as a sign of disrespect. I personally was doing it to show you that I was trying to be respectful and thoughtful about my responses. So that was a student's extension. And then the second part was a student, according to the other student too, this is how I phrase it, but she said that I spread some false information. I understand that students and Ts can make mistakes as well, and that's okay. I didn't want to explain fully over email because, like I said, I'm trying to be particular about my words because, the phone call, I'm just gonna go.